Hello everybody, my name is Hope Barlow and I will be doing our challenge assignment for the week. First I'm going to go ahead and open up some images that I have. First, this is the image that I will be putting my doodle on, so this is kind of just the background that I will be laying everything out on. Now, here's my sketch. Don't want to put it there. Make sure I put it up here so that it doesn't move on to that image. We don't want that. So I chose Audrey Hepburn for this assignment. That should be kind of a fun character to draw. And then for my logo for this assignment, I just chose an A. Just for time's sake. I know the lasso tool takes a little bit of time, so just to save a little bit of time, I just chose the A. Thought it would still look very nice though. And so starting out, I'm going to start with my image. So I'm going to go up to the ribbon up here, click Image, Adjustments, and then I'm going to desaturate the image just so that any yellow tones in the image will be removed. And now I'm going up to Image again, Adjustments, and then to Levels. And I'm going to bring this far right cursor in as far as I possibly can, just so that the background becomes completely white. Now I'm going to take this middle one and I'm going to bring it out just a tad so that all my black markings remain very black. So that's what that ends up looking like. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our Paris image and I'm going to move it, clicking over it on the background, move it to our Audrey image, and then I'm going to click Control T, and we're going to fit it to my sketch. Center it up. There you go. Okay, and so now my images are kind of on top of each other, but I want to change the order so that my Audrey image is ahead of the layer 1. So what I'm going to do is unlock that and pull it up so that it's on top. And now with the Audrey image selected, going up to this drop box, and I'm going to click Multiply. So now the sketch appears on the Paris image, which I thought was kind of fun. Something that's very true to Audrey Hepburn. So now that we have that image complete, I'm going to start on the logo, and we're going to go ahead and do the same tools that we used for the Audrey image, going to Adjustments, desaturate it, and then Image, Adjustments, Levels. Bringing this all the way down so that the image becomes pretty white, and then moving the middle cursor so that my pen marks can be a little bit more bold. All right, so now that we have that, we're going to use the polygonal lasso tool. So you're going to start this. You can really start it anywhere, you just have to make sure that you complete the circuit of it. So I'm going to start it right here and just bring it down, making sure that with every movement you're making pretty constant clicks so that you can create these curves that won't always appear if you'd go like this and click or this and click, because this will basically go wherever you put it, but it can also create a nice curve if you do frequent clicks. So that's what I'm doing here. And this is probably the most time-consuming part of this tutorial. So that's why I chose just one letter, just to save a little bit of time. And it's a pretty dynamic letter because we will have to do, and you'll see in a few seconds here, using different techniques in order to take that small circle out of the A and also adding that period behind the A. So we will work on that once I get this A completely outlined with my polygonal lasso tool. making very quick and consecutive clicks. Especially right here. Here's a big curve that I want this detail in the final image. So making really small clicks. And then you see this small circle that appears by the lasso tool. That means that you have completed that selection. So now to remove this small circle that's inside the A, I'm going to click Alt, and then you see this minus sign that appears. So you're going to want to hold down Alt and continue your clicks. If you didn't do this, you could make your entire selection, and once you complete it with that small circle, it just totally disappears. So you have to make sure that you use Alt here instead of Shift. We will be using Shift on the period at the end of the A. So click Shift and you see a little addition sign. And go around the circle. And now that that's completed, what we're going to do is create another layer. So we go down to this ribbon and click New Layer. And then we're going to use our Paint Bucket tool. And I chose a red shade. You can choose really any shade over here and increase the saturation or decrease it by going to the left, increase it by going to the right. But for this image, I thought red on the black and white image would be pretty striking. So I chose. And then I'm going to pour this in the selected image. And what I'm going to do is hide, or first I'm actually going to deselect the image. So Control D deselects the image, and then I'm going to hide the first background. So now we are left with just our A, and clicking our Move tool, we're going to grab that and bring it over to the Audrey image and lay it there. Click OK, and again, Control T so that we can make it a little bit smaller, and I like it up in this corner, and click the check mark. So that is our finished image. I'm going to go ahead and File, Save As, put it in my digital media folder, and I'm going to name it Challenge 3, and I'm going to save it as Photoshop first, and then saving it again. Challenge 3, and saving it as a JPEG. Click OK. And that is my finished image. I hope you found this tutorial helpful.